Hello, dear viewers. Today, we invite you on an amazing journey into a world where humans are smaller than 10 centimeters. What would our lives be like on such a tiny scale? What changes would occur in the ecosystem, architecture, transportation, and social interactions? Let's explore this unique world together. Imagine that each of us became the size of an ant. In such a world, the ecosystem would be transformed beyond recognition. Birds that once simply flew overhead would now become true predators. Every action we take outdoors would turn into a dangerous adventure. We would seek shelter in tree hollows or under large leaves to avoid predators. Ants, which previously seemed insignificant to us, would now become potential enemies. In this miniature world, we would have to be extremely careful to avoid becoming prey to larger animals. Furthermore, plants would become our primary source of food and shelter. We would learn to use various types of herbs and flowers to create medicines and remedies. Miniature ecosystems could even emerge in our gardens, where every blade of grass would matter. Microbes and insects are also worth mentioning. At this new scale, they would become our neighbors, and their impact on health and well-being would be even more significant. We could study their behavior and even find ways to coexist with them. Now, let's talk about how architecture would change. People would build their homes from natural materials, twigs, leaves, and even spider webs. Each dwelling would become a small fortress, protecting from the elements and predators. Instead of modern buildings, we would see cozy houses decorated with flowers and plants grown by these miniature people themselves. Communication between neighbors would become more intimate, as each house would be just a few steps from the next. Houses could be located in trees or even underground, creating unique communities. For example, underground settlements would provide protection from predators and the elements. Each home would reflect the personality of its owner, with unique design and decorative elements. It's also worth imagining how public spaces would change. Squares and parks would become miniature oases where people could gather for socializing and relaxation. Playgrounds would be transformed into complex structures made of natural materials, where children could have fun and learn. Eating in our new world would become a true art. Miniature people would grow tiny vegetables and fruits. Each fruit would have enormous value, and exchanging products at mini markets would become an important part of life. Agriculture would also undergo changes. People would use innovative methods to maximize the use of space and resources. They could create vertical gardens and use natural fertilizers to improve crops. Furthermore, miniature people could engage in foraging, searching for edible plants and mushrooms in the surrounding environment. This would add an element of adventure to everyday life, as every foraging expedition could become a true challenge. There's also the possibility of creating small farming cooperatives where people could join together to grow food. This would foster stronger community ties and the sharing of agricultural knowledge. Transportation in this world would be a true adventure. Miniature humans would use insects as vehicles. Butterflies and beetles would be the primary vehicles. Imagine flying on a butterfly. It would be an exciting feeling of freedom and risk. Piloting such vehicles would require skill and courage. Each flight would be a unique, adrenaline-fueled experience. Furthermore, miniature humans could create small bridges and roads from natural materials to travel between their homes and public spaces. This would make their lives more organized and convenient. It's also worth considering the creation of a system of walking routes, where miniature humans could travel along safe paths, avoiding predators and other dangers. Social interactions would also undergo changes. Communication would become more complex and multifaceted. People would use sound signals and gestures to convey messages, as every sound could mean something important. Melodies would become a way to express emotions. Music would play a key role in the lives of miniature people, uniting them into communities and helping them cope with difficulties. It's also worth noting that in such a world, friendship and cooperation would become more important than ever. Each person would be valuable within their community, as together they could overcome environmental challenges. Furthermore, new forms of art would emerge. Tiny sculptures made from natural materials or miniature performances that would bring people together for entertainment. Thus, life in a world of people smaller than 10 centimeters would be full of challenges and opportunities. This new perception of the world would open doors to amazing discoveries and adventures. I hope you enjoyed our journey into this fantastic world. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment. Until next time.